My oh my, that's one huge coaster. This is another first time park, but this time for both me and Caden. Where are we at?
Carowinds.
Carowinds. Well, I must say that line to get into parking was quite long, but I love Carowinds because right now we are walking on the border of North and South Carolina. Here's North Carolina over here, where most of Fury 325 sits, and then here's South Carolina. I think we gotta go this way for entrance. There are quite a few people over here. And I was worried that when I came here that hill wasn't going to be as big in person. And let me say, it is frickin' massive. Alright, so we got our silver passes, and that was quite the process getting in. Maybe I'll get in on that later. But first we're going to try to make our way to Fury. It's a very busy and hot day today in the park, so hopefully we'll be able to go on some rides. Alright, so walking into the main plaza area here, looks like they do some sort of live entertainment here in the hub. Nothing crazy right now. Looks like we can walk to the left, and the Intimidator coasters over there. Probably several others as well. You can see Nighthawk right behind the trees, that Vekoma Flying Dutchman. But we're gonna make our way to the right, past the Starbucks corner store. It's kind of nice. And make our way over to Fury. This covered walkway here kind of reminds me of that one walkway area in Fantasialand, kind of by Mouse Owl Chocolate on the way to Winges. I wonder if they decorate it during the winter and Halloween events, like Fantasialand. I love how because of the nearby Charlotte Airport, that there's always planes flying over the park, so you can get some pretty cool shots, or you know, see some pretty cool sights with the planes going over the coasters, especially Fury back there. But yeah, it looks like we got a Wild Mouse coaster here, a Slingshot little B&M coaster. We'll come back and check it out later, but we're really dying to ride Fury. Oh, we got a wooden coaster back. Oh yeah, that's Hurler wooden coaster. I wonder if they'll ever RMC it like they did with Hurler at King's Dominion. We shall see. Better go on it before they change it. And right across from Hurler and the Jukebox Diner, oh baby, check it out. That is high up. And for those of you who aren't crazy about coasters and know all the statistics of this ride, this is the world's tallest giga coaster, meaning coaster between 3 and 399 feet. It is the tallest roller coaster in the world with a chain lift, so meaning a non-launched roller coaster like King of Ka, Top Thrill, Dragster, or Red Force. And it is the 5th tallest coaster in the world. Ready for our first ride, Caden?
I'm really excited.
I'm kind of scared to see how long the wait's going to be. Oh man, I wish the fast lane wasn't $90. Alright, we got in line at 110, although now it's 111, so let's see how long it takes. Alright, so we've been in line for 20 minutes now. We've made a little progress. We've noticed that they were sending a couple empty trains around. At first I thought that was for like, you know, sanitation purposes or something like that. But then we noticed they actually ended up adding a 3rd train to the track. So hopefully that will speed up the line a little, but we'll see. And you can see back there over the fence, they keep some of their floats and decorations. Looks like for their Carowinds Halloween event. Might have to check that out sometime. Alright, we finally made it to the station. It was about an hour-and-a-half wait. Not too bad for a Saturday. Alright, so we just got off our first ride on Fury 325. It was about an hour, 45-minute wait, but oof. Caden, what'd you think?
It was really fun. My favorite part was the first draw part of the ride.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, there was lots of air times on the ride too, like, I don't know, just going up and down, like, I was flying out of my seat. It was really fun.
Yeah, so a couple things to mention. So as I said, the line was about an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish, so let's say like an hour, 45 minutes. But the reason I think that is so basically you have the long regular line, right? And then there's the fast pass or express pass, whatever it's called here, fast lane, that people just have like wristbands on. There's like a separate line for that. But both lines go up to like the main station, but there wasn't like an employee up there like separating people, assigning rows and stuff like that. So people were just kind of doing their own thing. And most people would end up going for the front row or the back row, and so they would just be clogging up the lines basically. So long story short, a lot of misdirection going on, and that's one of the reasons the line took so long. Although we did end up riding in the front row, and man, the wind was just blowing our eyeballs back. The wind was crazy on that. I mean, 95 miles an hour, right? So yeah, the ride was fun. It was a lot rougher than I was anticipating, especially for a B&M that's only like 6 years old. So I could only imagine how rough the back is, but maybe we'll give that a try later if the line dies down. Also, maybe it was just that ride. Maybe it's because it's a hot day or something, but the employees are like really mean and rude. They're like yelling at Caden for trying to pull his lap bar down, and they were yelling at other people for other things, and it was just really weird. So the wooden coaster hurler is back there in all its glory. It's pretty much right next to Fury 325. But I think first we're gonna try to check out some of the other big steel coasters. I mean, I'm not sure how long the waits are today, but if everything's like, you know, long as well, then we might as well do the bigger rides. But right here is the Carolina Cyclone, which is a classic aero coaster. It's a double loop, double corkscrew model. I don't think there's too many like this left in the world, so if we do everything else, maybe we'll check it out later. Alright, so leaving the area with the Carolina Cyclone, stuff like that. We got Carolina Boat Works and Chicken and Pitty's Crab Fries. Little grab and go restaurant, looks like. Philly cheesesteaks, chicken wings, stuff like that. Looks pretty good, but not too hungry right now. Ooh, we got the Gold Rusher. Carolina Gold Rusher, little mine car ride. We'll probably skip that for now. We're trying to make our way to some of the bigger rides like Intimidator, Nighthawk, not that that's really a big ride, but just because it's unique. And what's the other one? Copperhead Strike, of course, the new mock coaster. So, I don't know, I didn't memorize the park layout or anything. Oh, I can kind of see Copperhead Strike way back in the distance, so we'll make our way over there. But yeah, this is just a total surprise, us being here. We're just, you're just walking around with us, seeing what there is to do. We got like a Music Express ride back there. Vekoma Boomerang, done plenty of those, but might need to add another credit later. Oh, it looks like it might be closed actually. Shoot. Onwards. So in this area there's a lot of like flat rides now. So there was like the Music Express back there. This is like a scrambler. There's this crazy thing. Not sure what this does, but it looks like it goes upside down. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a Midway themed area, but I mean, wouldn't be the first time I've seen an amusement park do that, so it's probably something along those lines. You can actually see part of the water park back there, Carolina Harbor. It's like a mat slide. It looks pretty fun. It would definitely beat the heat right now. So walking up here, it looks like this is where the entrance would be for the Carolina Harbor Water Park. And you would just kind of go in the gate there. It's a separate ticket. Maybe there's a different gate, but this seems like it would be the main entrance, right? but I can see the water is not really running and there's obviously no one in there, so why the water park is closed on a Saturday in the 90-degree heat is beyond me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about all this. It feels a lot like a Six Flags park. Like, I mean, I guess I didn't know what to expect because I've never been to a Cedar Fair park before. I mean, I didn't expect like Disney or anything like that, but I don't know, it's just really crowded and hot. Everything's like really loosely themed, if at all. Lines are huge. The employees are kind of, I don't know. Am I just having a bad day? Let me know in the comments below. All right, now we're walking up on Copperhead Strike. I believe this is their newest coaster here, just opened up a year or two ago. It's a mock multi-launch coaster, similar to many of the ones out in Europe. I believe other than Time Traveler, this is the first like major mock coaster in America, aside from smaller ones like Manta at SeaWorld, San Diego, and stuff like that. But I don't know, there's a train sitting up there. It's been sitting up there for a minute with no one in it, so I'm not sure if it's closed or broken down or what, but I don't know, hopefully it's open, or that would be a bummer. Let's check it out. You gotta admit though, this is a pretty impressive queue, how it just goes like, you know, right under and through the ride and stuff like that. I like this loop, this kind of element, little twist that goes through the loop. Looks like you might get some good airtime on that. And of course the launch back there. I'll get a closer look. Here it is, the launch that goes like over the hill, so that'll be really interesting. And by happens chance, guess what, Caden?
It's closed.
Wow, imagine my shock. All right, well, frick, I guess we'll look for some ice cream or a soda or something, because it's like 90 degrees. I haven't seen any water rides. The water park's closed. Not that I brought my swimsuit, but some of the rides are closed. Frick, on a Saturday, really, Carowinds? Oh, and I forgot if I mentioned earlier or not, but so we were having problems on their website last night with the ticketing because like COVID and the park capacity and stuff like that, you're supposed to book a single day ticket. You don't have to make a reservation for it per se, you just have to, you know, book it on a day that's available. So kind of like make a reservation, but long story short, today was available, but it wasn't working. Like it was just, the tickets wouldn't go in our cart. But we were able to buy silver season passes, which were like 30 bucks more each, so $75 as opposed to $45 for just the day ticket, and that worked just fine. So now we have silver season passes, and it's probably, well, definitely my only time here because I'm going back to Germany in like a week and a half, but and I doubt he's gonna drive 9 hours up from Orlando to come here, so I don't know. We gotta go on some more rides, guys. Let's go. Got to get our money's worth. Ooh, Afterburner. I've seen some videos of it. It looks very similar to Montu at Busch Gardens Tampa, which is my favorite ride in the park, at least till Iron Gwazi opens. So let's try to find the entrance for that. That's the line for the pirate ship ride. Let's go this way. More evidence that this is really similar to Six Flags Park is they have a Boo Blasters attraction here, which, I don't know, you're probably too little to remember, but when we used to go to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, there was this ride called Scooby-Doo Boo Blasters, right? Because I guess they had...
I remember it.
Oh, you remember it? So I guess they had licensed property or whatever, but I imagine it was the same way here when it used to be like a Paramount park and they had more properties. Like Afterburner, for example, used to be Top Gun. So they probably just generalized it or whatever. Ooh, they have a Chick-fil-A in this park? Okay, I see you. Do they have Ice Dream here is the question. No, I just checked. Of course they don't have it. They have chicken sandwich, chicken nugget, and fry. They're not bad for a theme park, but you know, wish they had ice cream. Ooh, beer and snacks. I could go for a cold beer. Let's see how much these are. I'm scared. Oh dear. Well, I can't say I'm too surprised, but not surprised enough to not get one. I'm like so hot and sweaty out here that like I can barely keep my glasses on. But yeah, so my beer was like 9 bucks. His lemonade was like 4 or 5 bucks. But then they also have free water cups at any of the, you know, the fountain drink places. You can ask and grab some water for free. So definitely good on a day like today. All right, finished our beer and water. Feeling good. Let's continue our journey. Man, just a few more beers. I may just jump in this water. Is it me or does that look refreshing? If it's 90 degrees in your area, you'll know what I mean. There's even a Panda Express here? Wow, wonder what else they got. It's kind of cool. And that does remind me of Six Flags Park. They got another little family inverted coaster. They have a sky coaster here. I might check out the prices on that. I know my mom would not be happy if Caden did it, but you only live once, right? Back here, this yellow and blue one is Nighthawk. which was originally a Stealth at California's Great America, which was also a Cedar Fair park. But this is a Vekoma Flying Dutchman, or a laydown coaster, or a first generation flying coaster, whatever you want to call it, but kind of want to check that out. I do see it going up the chain lift, so it is running. If it's a rough ride, then hopefully the line is short. But real quick, let's check in on this Sky Coaster. Just the prices. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it, but just for you guys to see. Oh, they scared? There they go. You get some distance up there. Imagine if that cord snapped and they just frickin' fell on us. Oh my gosh, that'd be a little painful. And after speaking with the employee of this attraction, it is $20 a person to ride Ripcord, the Sky Coaster. Not too bad. The one over where we're from, kind of fun spot, Kissimmee, the world's tallest Sky Coaster, is 300 feet tall. And that one for 2 people is like $45 each. So this is like a steal compared to that. I don't know, we might come back and do that, but right now I'm dying to get on a free ride. And another roller coaster, because I need my credits. Fury 325 was number 131 for me. Nothing too impressive. But, so yeah, I think next we're gonna try Nighthawk over here. You can see it goes from its lay down position to the prone position, or the flying position, whatever you want to call it. I like how it interacts with the water right here, kind of with the Carowinds sign over there. And this little lake or pond or whatever you want to call it is actually where, when this was a newer park, there used to be like a ferry boat attraction, you know, kind of like at Disneyland. The Mark Twain riverboat or whatever. There's like a smaller version of that that would kind of sit there and go around do its thing, but now Nighthawk goes over it. And I know it's not a very popular attraction, but to my knowledge, there aren't very many Vekoma flying coasters, Flying Dutchman left in America, if not the world. So I know it's not a very popular ride, but that's kind of one of the reasons I want to ride it, because I know they've been taking them out at other parks, like Kings Island, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go check out the wait time. Nighthawk, wait time from this point, 2 hours. Oh my gosh, and the line isn't that far in. I don't know, what do you think?
I said we go back to the Sky Coaster and do it.
Yeah, I know that's a little too long for Nighthawk, but right next door is Intimidator, not to be confused with the Intimidator 305 coaster at Kings Dominion in Doswell, Virginia. But dang, I mean, this park just must be booming on a Saturday. These lines are huge. Definitely should have bought the Fast Pass, although they were like $90 each, so I was like, oh, how long could the lines possibly be? Well, I might go to the front of the park and buy one, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna talk with Caden, see what we want to do. All right, so after speaking with Caden on the matter, he is very content, if that's the word, on doing this Sky Coaster. It'd be his first Sky Coaster, my second. The one I did was about that height. Maybe this one, I think this one's taller. This one's probably like 150 feet or so, I'd say. But, oh, there they go. Let's see how far they go. Ooh, go a pretty good amount. So anyways, I would rather pay $40 for that because there's no line versus $180 for Fast Passes, which we only have 4 hours left. Or oh my gosh, what time is it, Caden?
It is 3:54.
Okay. Oh yeah. So we only have like 3 hours until the park closes. So at this rate, we're going to do this and maybe 1 or 2 other rides and get to go. So that kind of blows. My recommendation, if you come on the weekends, splurge and get the Fast Pass. Like I couldn't even imagine Dollywood when we went there. If you want to watch that video, that was a fun trip. But I couldn't even imagine that trip without Fast Passes because that saved us so much time. But for now, let's do Ripcord. Obviously won't be able to film the ride or anything since both of us will be going. No one else is with us, but dang. I wish I had a GoPro, but I'm not sure their policy on that, so I'm not even sure if they would allow that, but we will go on and report back. All right, we're about to get suited up. Caden, are you excited?
Yes.
Getting all harnessed up. Ready to go, Caden? Who's gonna pull the ripcord?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
You wuss. Yeah, holy macaroni. How was that, Caden?
Wow. like the drop feeling, it's like indescribable. Like you need to experience it like for yourself.
Well, I did just experience it.
No, not you, the people watching.
Viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, so that was some crazy stuff. So once we were up there, I was like, oh dear. Like, I'm crazy about roller coasters and all that. I'm crazy about things being on a track. Although I want to go skydiving, so. But anyways, we got up there, and I, of course, was the one who had to pull the ripcord because someone else didn't want to.
Oh, no. No, when you were up there. Okay, just leave that part off.
No, I'm going to include it. But so we were up there, and the person goes on a loudspeaker, and they're like, you know, 3, 2, 1, fly. I'm like, no, I'm doing my own countdown. So I was like, okay, 3, 2, 1. And then we were like, I don't know about him, but I was out of my harness for like a good like second till I finally kind of, you know, snapped back down and the cable caught. But yeah, it was worth the 20 bucks, or well, 20 bucks each. But yeah, and there was like barely a wait now since we went on it. And I shouted out, all hail plankton to the world. Business is booming for them over there. Let me tell you what. All right, I know we're lame and this is probably like the worst theme park vlog I've done so far, but it is just so busy today. It's probably because it's post Memorial Day weekend, first weekend of summer for a lot of, you know, kids and stuff getting out of school. So, I don't know, right now all the rides are like an hour and a half, 2 hour wait. So basically the main reason we came, obviously, like most of the general public and coaster enthusiasts, is for Fury 325. So we're gonna go back and ride that. And the line's even worse than it was earlier. So right now the time is 4:52. If it's anything like it was last time, then it'll probably take like an hour, 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours, depending on if people up there use their brains or not. But me and Caden were wondering if it's like Disney, like can we get in line for a ride like a minute before the park closes? You know what I mean? Or is it like Fantasialand, where if the wait time for Terran is an hour, for example, then does the line for Terran close an hour before the park closes? You know what I mean? I guess we'll find out. All right, so we just got off Fury for our second time. Wait time was a little less this time, even though the line was longer, so I guess their ops are more efficient. That employee we mentioned earlier, he was in a much better mood, so he's probably just dealing with stupid customers, you know, as usual, frickin' everybody does. But anyways, this time we rode in the back row. So we got tried in the front, we got tried in the back. Caden, which one did you prefer?
The back, because it has more airtime.
Yes, as a ride experience, I definitely preferred the back row. That first drop is just crazy in the back row, and then all the other airtime hills and stuff like that are more noticeable, more profound in the back row. The thing I like about the front row is obviously the view and just all the air that melts your face off. So got some t-shirts. It's still really hot out here, even though the sun has luckily gone behind some clouds. I just inhaled a whole bottle of water in one go. Should have filmed it actually. But let's go get some Dippin' Dots. Ooh, here's a booth right here, and look, they got Fury Freeze. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Might try that. All right, well, Caden's lame. He's decided to get banana split, which I must admit is the best flavor, but.
I mean, I thought you were going to get 2 cups, 1 banana split and 1 Fury Freeze.
Nah, I'm not that hungry. I'm saving my appetite for a big old Chipotle burrito. Ooh.
Cheapskate.
Well, anyways, park closes in about 20 minutes, but I think for our final ride, or I guess really our like second roller coaster of the day, we're gonna head towards Nighthawk, if we can find where the entrance of that is. Okay, they close off the entrance to Nighthawk, so we're trying to run to Intimidator before they close this. Oh my gosh. Ho ho ho.
Oh.
We made it. Oh ho. Line is not as long as it was earlier. That's definitely good. Let's do it. Wow, I sure am glad we made it over to this Intimidator line, Caden. We had to travel across a whole state to get here. And Intimidator will obviously not only be a new coaster credit for me, but it'll be the first coaster that Caden and I have been on that has staggered seating. I'll show you more on that in the station. already almost at the station. I was wondering why the line was moving so much faster than Fury was. And guess what? There's an employee up there telling people where to sit. Maybe they should do that over there. Alright, and the station wasn't a long wait at all. Probably like 20 minutes, if that. Got row 9, which is like one of those inside seats. And look, this ride's got bins and everything, so I don't know what Fury is doing wrong, but should have given this ride a chance earlier. Maybe we could have gotten some more. Alright, we just got off Intimidator. Caden, what'd you think?
Okay, so obviously Fury 325 was a lot better.
Better in what way?
Like in terms of speed.
Oh yeah,
like,
speed, height, yeah.
But this one was a lot more smooth than Fury.
Yes, I agree. I did enjoy that about Intimidator. It was a lot smoother compared to Fury. Now we got the middle seats. I don't know how that impacted, because usually I'm a front row, back row rider, but they just assigned, you know, the middle row to us. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But the hill was fun. Reminded me of like Mako at SeaWorld, you know, hypercoaster, B&M hill. But the airtime hills, the first two major airtime hills, not the little turnarounds, but the first two traditional kind of camelback airtime hills, we got hit like heavy by the trim before we went over the top. So it was very light floater airtime that we got. And then it just kind of carried through the rest of the airtime hills on the ride. We're just kind of, like we got a little floater airtime, but definitely not like Mako at SeaWorld or even Fury for that matter. But again, we rode in the middle row, so I'll give it another shot next time. But for now, the park is closing. It's only 7 p.m., which kind of sucks. I mean, it'd be cool if it was open later and we could get some night rides. But then again, it's summertime, so probably wouldn't be till like 10 or something anyways. And with that being said, we are off. We're heading to the drop-off area right now. Gonna wait on our ride. Watch Fury go around a few more times. Go get some Chipotle, who is not sponsoring this video, unfortunately. Till next time, y'all. Take it easy. See you in Florida.